Hello, everybody. I wanted to take a minute and just talk with you guys about the rank of executive. Um, as I don't know if many of you know, but I hit the rank in the month of March 2017, and I've only been doing the business side of Young Living for about 8 months at that time. Of course, whenever I started, I had no intentions of working the business like many of us that get involved in oils. And once you start using them and you have really good results and then you start talking about them, you can't help but to kind of get pulled towards the business side of things, just because when you start sharing with people, they get curious and they want to know more about them. So that's how I kind of got started with the business side of Young Living, was just strictly by sharing. And I can say that that is pretty much true of what I do today. It's just I've gotten a little bit more, I guess, brave as far as, bringing it up to someone whenever they start talking, about different things that they're dealing with. I'm a little bit more comfortable talking to them about oils. But in order to hit the rank of executive, you have to have an OGV of $4,000. And in that $4,000, two of your legs have got to be at $1,000 or 1,000 OGV each. This is the first rank that you really start seeing the strategic placement kind of take place. Hopefully it's, you've been putting that into effect long before you hit executive, but that's when you start to kind of see those legs be critical in the rank that you're hitting. And so that's one of the reasons that we put so much emphasis on trying to structure your business properly, and hopefully, in doing so, then whenever your OGV gets to the point that you're able to hit executive and above, then your legs, the structure of your legs, is appropriate as well. You have to just kind of take into account too what what each individual leg is doing, and sometimes you have to kind of concentrate on more so one leg 1 month and kind of get them going, and then the next month it may be a different leg. So you can't, once you've kind of, I guess, put kind of your attention in one area, sometimes it changes, and so your attention can kind of shift depending on what's going on with that leg. You may get somebody who's doing really, really well and starts really, having a lot of sign-ups and doing well, and so then you want to kind of shift back to the other leg. Typically whenever you are star and senior star, a lot of that can be done just on your own. But by the time you get to the rank of executive, you really need to have your teammates kind of on board and really helping to build your business. And and also in return, you're helping them to build their businesses. You're explaining to them what strategic placement is, and you're helping them to structure their downline. And that alone was probably one of the scariest things that I did whenever talking about the business and the strategic placement. I was so afraid I was going to make a mistake. I was afraid that I was going to put the wrong person under this person, and and then once you move them, then you're locked in and there's nothing you can do about it. But now I realize it kind of all takes care of itself. Of course, there are people that you want to group together just because they may know each other and they can kind of help support each other, or they're in one area together and so they can do classes and things like that. But there's really no wrong way to do it, as long as you're making sure that you're consistent with your system in that way that you're kind of not moving people unequally and everything kind of balances out. So I hope that this has helped you guys. If you've got any questions about the strategic placement, I'm sure that either your upline or Lorraine or comment here, and we can try to help you guys understand that a little bit better. But like I said, that is one of the biggest things about when you get to that rank of executive, is having your legs structured appropriately. So I hope you guys have a good night. We'll talk to you later. Bye.